Hey everyone, let's talk about fat chicks. Fat chicks.
How fat is too fat? You know, unbangable fat.
Is being skinny better than being fat?
How to lose weight. Are skinny girls and guys attractive?
Someone posted to Onision.xyz asking whether or not they are fat, curvy, or skinny. Are you a chubby girl? Hopefully I can help you figure it out.
Fat shaming montage.
I guess something I should actually talk about is how I truly feel about fat people.
Do fat people starve to death fast? Is fat shaming girls good?
Well, that seems a little excessive. Hello, Internet. I'm Rexa, and I'm coming at you from the land of bogans. Today I want to share a puff of realization that was farted from my brain while I was watching YouTube the other day. I have no idea why I suddenly remembered this or why it inspired me to make a video. A lot of people a few months ago were talking about all the videos Onion Boy, aka Greg, aka Onision, aka Cancer of YouTube had up on his channels in relation to judging the looks of his viewers. There are quite a few of those, I agree, and it is kind of disturbing when you look at it from the point of view of a responsible adult, but we all know that Onision is not a responsible adult. But have you ever actually noticed how many size and weight related videos Onision has on his Onision Speaks channel alone? I was curious, so I had a look, and oh boy, check this out. What's that? That's a lot, you say? Well, I hate to tell you, there is a lot more. I just didn't want you to fall asleep by the time I reach the end. So, what exactly does Onion Boy have to say about weight? You know, on other people? Well, let's check it out.
So seriously, just act classy. Big, small, fat, skinny, it doesn't matter. Just be cool.
Wait a second. That was surprisingly nice. And not judgmental or full of douchebaggery at all. That was not what I was expecting.
Eat all the food in the world!
There we go. That was what I was expecting. That's the Greg we all love to hate.
For some people, sweatpants are super underrated. I know, sweatpants make you look fat. Unless you're already fat, in which case they just make you look comfortable. Shit, I don't even think sweatpants would make this chick look comfy though. Why do you even bother walking around? Why don't you just roll?
Dude, have you tried rolling around? Even if you're going downhill, it still takes a lot of effort. Not to mention all the grass, rubbish, gum, and people's bodily fluids laying around. I don't want that on my outfit. I don't know about you. You were just hoping that there will be some rolling into oncoming traffic, aren't you, Greggy Poo?
Anyway, to get to the points, I personally could never see myself walking up to a fat person and just making fun of them for the sake of making fun of them. You're not making anyone happy with your jokes. You're just being a miserable asshole. Now, if a comedian goes on stage and starts cracking jokes about fat people, or women, or this race, or that group, blah, 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 just turn off the fucking TV if you don't like the jokes. I think if anything, a lot of times comedy helps reduce the hate we feel for each other.
Have you heard the phrase, a lot of truth is said in jest?
Here are some tips to lose weight faster. High protein breakfast.
Or here's one we haven't heard before. Skinny dude tell fat chicks how to lose weight.
Avoid sugary drinks, which is something that I did and I lost like 4 pounds. It's incredible how much weight you can lose just by cutting the drinks out. Like I used to drink sweetened teas and high sugar coconut drinks, but now I mostly just drink water and sparkling water, and I know it's made a difference.
Dude, I cut out most of the processed sugar I was having. And I am talking entire desserts, packet of biscuits, blocks of chocolate, cool drinks, sweet alcohol drinks, pre-made coffee drinks, you name it. You know how much weight I lost after dramatically cutting down my dangerously high sugar diet? 2 kilos. 2 fucking kilos. Side note, it was totally worth it for the mental clarity and not stressing over not having any sweet foods in the house. I did climb the walls for a few days though. Just putting that out there.
Oh wow, would you look at that? Johnny wasn't big boned after all. He was just a fat ass.
I seriously feel sorry for any overweight and underweight person that has to deal with Onision in real life. More often than not, shame can actually make a person feel worse. A lot of fat people are already being ashamed of being fat. Do you think size 30 people sit around thinking that they are a size 10?
Excuse me?
I'm not a size 30. I'm a size 10.
Do not use shame. Ugh. I don't know, in my experience, shame tends to work with people. That's how I hope a lot of people stop cutting themselves. I shame them till they realize how stupid they are.
Please don't take advice from this man. And can we just take a moment to acknowledge the fact that he is boasting and shaming people who cut into stopping? He didn't shame people into losing weight because it doesn't work. Jesus Christ, monkey balls, dude.
Do not offer helpful weight loss hints. What does that even mean? The issue is likely more complex than diet and exercise hints. Yeah, like low brain activity.
Do I even need to say anything here? If you are still watching this video, then you probably know why this is an absolutely terrible idea. And I'm pretty sure that medical professionals would agree with me.
Like, if this chick's completely happy and she has no health problems, then who the hell are we to shit on?
Hang on. Didn't you just say... Oh, never mind. Let's see what Greggy Poo thinks of skinny people, shall we?
I love women who have nothing that stands out about them, other than their lacking nutrients.
I don't get it. The chick looks fine. She looks fairly healthy for her frame and she still has some femininity to her figure. What's your deal, Greg?
So this is kind of horrifying. I'm guessing you have some kind of eating disorder.
I think they look really good. Like.
You think they look good.
Wow. Way to shame one of your own fans, dude. Do you know how many teens have skinny legs, you frickin' jerk? I remember when my younger sister was going through high school, people were constantly ragging on her, saying that she looked anorexic, she looked malnourished, she looked like she needed to eat a burger, and she used to get really upset, and you know why? Because she did fucking eat. She ate the burgers, she ate the chips, she drank cool drinks, she had Pringles, she had lollies, didn't matter what she ate. She stayed the same size. She might get a little extra podge on her belly, but that was pretty much it.
Then again, I'm no doctor. So when in doubt, ask a professional. And if you don't like what they have to say, ask another professional.
Oh shit, you're not a doctor? You aren't a medical professional? Then why are you telling impressionable young people how to look and eat, you cock?
Again, you're probably not going to listen to me. Okay, well, I guess you don't care about those who care about you enough to take care of yourself. So in a way, you're just a selfish asshole who deserves what's coming to them. Because again, you're doing it to yourself.
So, I guess assuming skinny people have anorexia and practically abusing them on the assumption that they won't get help for this armchair diagnosis makes people feel better about themselves. I find it hard to believe that Onision actually cares about this girl, just using her close-up of her thigh gap to make a point. So that has me wondering, what does Onision think about his own weight?
So I got a little not so happy recently. April 3rd, actually. Someone implied that I gained significant weight. And I said, what? 5'11", 174 pounds? That's heavy, is it? Well, last time I checked, it's 171. But a lot of us ask ourselves the question, am I fat? And you know, I'm not immune to that question. I've asked myself that question too. But not too long after, I was so clearly bitter about it that I posted an Instagram of myself. I guess trying to demonstrate to everyone that I was not, in fact, gaining weight.
Okay, I'm not a doctor, but it seems pretty weird to me that he feels the need to counter the claim that he is fat. A claim that is either left on his Twitter or on one of his YouTube channels. And he got down about it. And then had to make a video about it. He made sure that he not only put his entire body in the video, but he proceeded to undress to prove that he wasn't actually overweight. Normal people do not do things like this. I have never seen anyone do this on YouTube before. And I watch a freaking lot of YouTube. Could it be that he is projecting the excessive amounts of videos he has made on the subject? And as a side note, can I just point out that every perfect body he points out in his videos is literally the opposite of his partner? Imagine how that would make you feel.
If your weight doesn't interfere with your health, then how could you be too fat?
Now, here's my 2 cents worth on this whole weight obsession. We need to throw this notion out of the window that size indicates health, because it just isn't true. You can be chubby or overweight and still be healthy according to medical standards. You can be skinny or within the normal weight range, but be unhealthy with things like high cholesterol, putting your liver through hell, and all that good stuff. The only way you would be able to tell if an overweight person has poor health, or even underweight people have poor health, is if you force them to have blood tests and then get the results yourself, which is actually not possible. When it comes to obesity, the weight is often a symptom of a much larger problem. Just telling someone to lose weight or put down the fork isn't going to provide too much help. In fact, you could be having an adverse reaction. You could in fact make the problem a bit worse for that person that day. There could be deep psychological issues that need to be addressed before healthy eating can be achieved. There could be medication or disorders that make it extremely difficult for healthy eating people to lose any more weight. There can also be medication or disorders that actually affect the way you eat, the way your brain tells you to eat. And that can be very hard to combat. The same can be said for people who are underweight. You don't know what the underlying factors are. Anorexia and bulimia are not the only eating disorders, so there is that to consider as well. Don't assume that if you see a fat person that they're lazy sods who want to eat their way through life. And when you see someone that is extremely underweight, don't assume that they're anorexic. One thing I often tell people to do is to try not to judge as hard as it is. Even fat people judge fat people. Just putting that out there. Don't pressure people into diets. And on the other end of the spectrum, don't pressure people into eating. Basically, don't be a dick, show some respect, and just show people you care. I'm out.